Yo, what is up, everybody there in YouTube land? It's Diablo Drago back again with a new video. And yes, I am still alive. I am not sick. I am not in a hospital. I am not anything. I'm in complete health. Sorry for not posting. I've had some trouble with school and work and a lot of other things I have to deal with my life. This channel ain't exactly on the top of my list of priorities. But I apologize. And I'm glad you guys have been sticking with me for God knows why. I have no idea why you like my stuff. Anyway, this is a What If I've been playing for a while, but was recently requested of me a few days ago, so I'm doing it. I'm posting it now. And, yeah, I'm going to bring back Black Clover What Ifs to my channel, because I've only have one, so I'm doing this. What if Asta was a Shadow Dragon Slayer? Part 1. So, yeah, this is going to be good. We're waking in a forest. Two children, alone in said forest, are crying. It's a night, and all of a sudden, a great gate opens up, and out comes a man with long white hair and along with some black hair covering in the front of his face, along with a scar underneath one of his eyes. He's going around and says, "This isn't Fiore Kingdom. Where am I?" He walks around until he finds one of the children. Both children, actually. Sorry. And he notices one has overwhelming magical power, but yet the other has none. And he feels something drawn to him. He's drawn to this little silver-haired child with no magical power, rambunctious as he is. And he feels, what exactly is up with this child? Why do I feel so drawn to him? And then he starts feeling something emanating within him. The power of the Shadow Dragon that he once slew in his own day is now beating. A dragon heart is beating within him. And he feels the power within him. And he feels something. He puts his hand to the child's head. And as it's going, Shadow Dragon Slayer magic is emanating from his hand and going into the young child. The child is giggling and giggling until it all stops. And the man is like, what just happened? He notices that there's a church nearby in a small village. He takes both children there, or knocks on the door a few times and uses his Shadow Dragon Slayer magic to get away as fast as possible. And there goes the gate opening again for him to leave. And he goes, what a strange, strange event. I wonder what that was. And as he leaves and departs from the Clover Kingdom, he arrives at his own destination. And you guys can all guess who that was. And the years pass, and the children have grown up into a young 15-year-old boy. Well, he's in their town of Hage village, where two mighty warriors have been raised. Master of wind magic and immense talent and low ability to express emotion. And then there's young Asta, way too rambunctious and wild for anyone to even stand half the time, but with a strange magical power that no one can recognize. They've been training their entire lives to become magical knights, and they have been going at it all day, every day, for as long as they can remember. They're having a fun time doing chores and training a bit with their focus. And Asta could be seen playing tag with his orphan siblings, his family. I'll just say family. And he's using a Shadow Dragon Slayer magic, which he does not know is Dragon Slayer magic. He just knows it's something along the lines of shadows. And he's using it to phase through the air and give the kids a proper workout while he gets some practice in. Everyone seems to be having a good time. The kids are getting a little angry at the fact that Asta is using his magic to cheat. But everything settles down when they learn it's time to go to the Grimoire ceremony, where they will be awarded their personal magical books called Grimoires, and they will be and which will give them the opportunity to become magical knights. The Grand Librarian, I don't know what his special title is, so I'm just going to call him a librarian. He goes, "Welcome everybody, all those who have become 15 years of age are now welcome here to gain their grimoires. Each leaf of the clover represents one of 3 things: love, loyalty, and hope. Let these all ring through your minds, and let these youngsters become great magical knights, or people in general. Let's hope for the best." And everyone gets a grimoire, and then a great glowing golden light comes in and goes into the hand of a young man that is Yuno. It is a 4-leaf clover grimoire, so legendary it was believed to have belonged to the first Wizard King himself. Everyone is amazed by what just happened, and then all of a sudden, a very concerned and confused sound comes from someone else, and he goes, "Sir? I'm just wondering, I have magical powers, and I have no idea what's going on. I don't have a grimoire." And the librarian's going like, "What?" And everyone at the orphanage is like, "Wait, how can Asta not have a grimoire? He's powerful." Everyone who knows about Asta is very confused why he doesn't have a grimoire, and he's thinking, and then Asta goes out going, "Who cares? Because I don't have a grimoire doesn't mean I can't be a magical knight." And he is walking, and then the ceremony ends, and everyone's wondering, everyone who can feel magical powers is like, that kid has a lot of power, and yet he didn't get a grimoire. And other people are wondering, what is up with that commoner getting a 4-leaf clover? This just ain't right. Asta is now in the woods, training his butt off, trying to get his mind off of things, because he's very concerned, but he doesn't want anyone to know that if he didn't get a grimoire, why could that be? He's on his way home, and then he notices that his friend Yuno, his brother, the person he's grown up with all this time, is being attacked by a mage with chains, and he goes, "Yuno!" He rushes forward using shadows to dodge every chain, and he punches the chain user in the face. But before he knows it, he is bound in chains. He goes, "How interesting, you're that kid who didn't get a grimoire. I must say, people would be greatly interested in studying you. I can feel so much power emanating from you, it's almost inhuman. Or possibly not of this world. If you didn't get a grimoire, there must be something special about you." And Asta's like, just grabbing the chains and going, "Shut up! You dare attack someone I care about? I will end you." And as Asta's anger is growing, something's going on. The magical power within him is fluctuating. And then his eyes are glowing red, and the chain user is like, "What's going on here? What is going on? His magic is unstable." And Yuno is very concerned about this too, because he's never seen Asta like this. And then all of a sudden, a great dazzling red light and shrouded in darkness appears. And out comes a 5-leaf clover grimoire. The leaves of hope, loyalty, love, and luck are there. But there's a 5th leaf that no one understands. And as Asta grabs hold of his grimoire, he sees a mighty black dragon with glowing red eyes. He's within a vision, fighting off several other dragons and humans with great power. And then as he awakens from such a vision, he is enraged. He's engulfed in his own shadows, and the chain user is firing every last chain he has, but it's getting deflected off his very aura. And then Asta breathes deeply and yells, "Shadow Dragon, roar!" Right at the chain user, bashing him through the wall into the forest, destroying several whole trees. And then Asta just collapses to the ground, breathing deeply, going, You okay over there, Yuno? And Yuno's like, yeah, I'm fine. What the heck was that? Don't know. I'm gonna sleep. And like that, he passes out. And he sleeps for a couple of days. Everyone's wondering where the heck that 5-leaf clover grimoire came from, because everyone sees how ragged it is, and Asta, completely different anime, is just confused about about his vision. Let's say Asta meditates in this what if for the sake of concentrating on magic, and he keeps thinking and thinking and thinking while he's in the woods, and he's practicing his magic, where he keeps learning more and more about different aspects of something that he thought was merely just jumping through shadows, but now he can breathe them, if that's even possible, and he can attack with them. Everything seems to be going well. Months passed. He has trained a lot with focusing his magic and everything. It's time for Yuno and Asta to leave for the night's exam, but I'm going to say that they leave a lot later in this what if, because they can both just fly on brooms. Because, yeah, from what I understand, it doesn't take a specific broom, they just need a broom. So yeah, they're flying with their brooms, and they're wondering about what's going to be in the exam. They get to the gates, they depart from their brooms, they get ready. He's rolling through the busy place. Asta gets himself some snakes to eat because he's hungry. They get in. Everyone who was at the Grimoire ceremony, because I'm going to go on a limb and say that's the only grand Grimoire library in the kingdom. So yeah, and everyone notices that the kid that didn't get Grimoire is there, along with the person with the 4-leaf clover grimoire, and everyone notices that there are no anti-birds near them. Not a single one. Except for a strange little bird that keeps hovering over Asta, but not exactly getting near him. As in, we all know it's narrow, but no one cares right now. And yeah. And Asta is just wondering, wow, this is such a big place. I can't wait to see what's up with everybody here. And then he starts smelling something, going, I don't know why, but something smells good. He starts following his nose with his eyes closed because he's a moron. He bumps into somebody, and he goes, oh, sorry, dude. Who didn't mean to bump into you. I was just smelling something tasty. Because Asta's an idiot. He may be more concentrated, but he's still Asta. And he just bumped into Captain Yami of the Black Bulls, and he's going, what you say, brat? Oh, sorry. And then a dark aura starts emanating from him as he grabs his skull, and Asta goes, oh, let me guess, you use dark magic, don't you? And Yami's like, yeah, how do you know that? Oh, I can just smell it because it smells really tasty. I don't know why. Because, really, I just bumped into you because I smelled something good, and I was getting hungry again. And then when I bumped into you, and you kind of started attacking me, your dark magic, whatever it is, just kind of started smelling good. If you don't stop, I might have to eat it. And Yami is intrigued by his statements, and he thinks, you're an interesting little brat, I can't wait to see what you can do. Yami walks off with everybody. He's looking at him like, is he nuts? And like that, the Magic Night ceremony, exams start. Asta does a lot better with flying on a broom because he's flew there on a broom. And along with crafting, because he more or less just created a small dragon like the one in his vision using his shadows. Hose and everything else, and now it's time for the battles, and Asta has no idea who's going to fight. Then the guy comes up and says, yo, you're Asta, right? You want to fight? I'm sure we could do a good battle. And Asta's like, okay. Honestly, I was hoping for somebody else, but I guess they're busy too. And, ha, that was rude. And goes, Copper Creation Magic. Seke Grand Cannonball. I have no idea what it's called. I'm not even going to bother trying to look it up. And Asta's like, oh, cool, that's awesome looking. Well, I guess it's my turn too. And like that, Asta is surrounded by some shadow magic. And Sekigō starts firing some cannonballs, and they hit Asta, but they shatter upon impact, he goes. And Asta goes, wow, I thought those would pack more of a punch. And then Asta goes in, swoops in, Seke fires a few more cannonballs, and he goes, what? And then Asta just disappears, and then he reappears out of Seke's shadow behind him and goes, once the shadow dragon has its eye on its prey, its talons have sharpened completely. And like that, he goes, Shadow Dragon, Claw Stream. I'm going to say that because it's like a wing attack, just whatever. Shadow Dragon wing attack, and Seke is sent to the wall and hurt beyond belief, and Asta lands on his feet, and he goes, that was way too easy. Anyone else? Anyone else for a round? I don't know if there's an even or odd number of people here. And the Magic Knight captains are interested in this, but some of them are like, what is wrong with this kid? And then Yami's just laughing up a storm going, God, this kid is interesting. I gotta fight him soon. Because, yeah, Yami's interested. And after all the battles, we all know how Yuno did. And then it's time for the selections. And then Yami says anything, her telling going, hey, before any of this starts up, Magic Knight captains start picking their new knights, I'd like to fight that short kid over there with the shadow magic. Sorry. And everyone, captains are going, and then Silver Eagle's captain, I forgot his name, Silva, I don't know. He goes, really, Yami, why do you want to fight a kid? And he goes, and he simply says, because the kid looks fun. And then Fuego comes up saying, we finished early, so might as well. Let the guy have some fun. I'm sure the other people who could use a bit of a high note before they end up leaving, because not a lot of them showed potential. He whispers that last part, but Asta hears him going, okay then. Okay there, man, your name's Yami, right? I hope we can have a decent fight. And Yami just pulls a sword out of his Grimoire going, yeah, your magic is interesting. And you said my magic smelled tasty to you, so I want to see what you meant by that. And Asta's like, I don't know what I meant by that either. I had a whole bunch of snakes for breakfast this morning, and I have no idea why I'm hungry. And then Yami just charges up, and so does Asta. And then Yami goes, dark magic, dark cloaked, lightless slash. It goes right to Asta, who tries to dodge it, but it doesn't. But let's just say darkness and darkness will automatically hit each other. And Asta is like, wow, that actually hurts. This is gonna be fun. Let's say Asta's a bit of a battle maniac with this. And Asta's running in and using his shadows to move around. And he goes, Shadow Dragon Talon! Right at Yami, but Yami blocks it with a sword and repels darkness. And he goes, well done, kid. Let's see if you can defend this. He charges up a lot more magic power, and he goes in for a big slash. Just say it's an upgrade version of Lightless Slash, and Asta says, I can't dodge this, and it's gonna hurt. But to his avail, he just grabs onto it, and then he goes, I ain't losing here, Yami. And then out of nowhere, Asta just eats it. And he just swallows the entire thing whole and goes, wow, I was right, your magic is tasty. And everyone is just shocked that Asta had eaten Yami's dark magic. And then Yami just starts laughing so hard that he nearly falls over and goes, kid, I like you. You got some spunk to you, and your magic is interesting. You're joining the Black Bulls. And no one else really cares. None of the other captains really care whatsoever, because they're thinking they're both equally nuts. They might as well go together. And yeah, Asta is feeling really good about himself because he was technically accepted before anyone else. And everyone, the results of everyone else. Oza actually has a name. And Asta is proud of himself. He says goodbye to They he meets up with Yami after taking his dump because those purple snakes are high in fiber and other stuff that makes it take a dump. Anyway. And he goes, "Oh, hey, Captain Yami, nice to see ya. Sorry for taking so long. Those snakes were starting to rub off on me." And Yami just says, "You ate snakes for breakfast? I mean, seriously. How are you nuts? Hey, I grew up in Hage Village where you mainly just eat potatoes. So some meat is really nice. Even if it's snake meat. Besides, I ate your shadows, so what's the big deal?" And Yami's like, "Good point." Anyway, and then they leave. Through some brooming, because I'm just going to say they flew instead of taking from those portals, because get some exercise in, and Asta needs to blow off some extra magic. Because, yeah, he's a weirdo. And that concludes this What If. This part 1 of What If Asta was a Shadow Dragon Slayer. If you like this story, let me know in the comments below. I'll continue it. I'm going to be bringing out some other new Black Clover What Ifs, and I'm hopefully, going to continue my What If Asta ate the Wolf Devil Fruit soon. Sorry for not uploading in a while. This has been an extremely troublesome time. Thanks for sticking with me. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'll see y'all later. Later, Gators. Bye. Help!